YouTube go live? I think it went live. Hey, everyone. I'm back. Any thoughts? What? Hey, Bernadette. Spider-Man. Who makes the plaques? Like, do you think that Tony goes and makes these? Spider-Man, what is your symbol? Oh, it's your face. Okay. In a mall? Wouldn't even matter. Malls are big. I could avoid both of them.
Wait, you're what?
But I guess the gorilla.
It's weird.
I can hear the gorilla coming no matter what.
Something about Jeremiah Kane's statue drew me. Guess it's that old spirit of vengeance connection, huh?
Like you, Kane carried more burdens than any one man should.
Yep. So he knew how the big honor could also become a curse.
Do you feel you have been cursed?
Absolutely. I mean, it's awesome to be one of the Midnight Suns and have the incredible responsibility.
Wong probably
of
does
carrying
it.
the parchment of power. But it also really sucks.
If luck is with us, you will not have to carry the parchment for long.
I can carry it for as long as necessary. However long Blaze had it, I can keep it for as long or longer.
I did not mean to imply you did not have what it takes.
But I do have what it takes. And I don't need luck.
Blaze's betrayal probably soured your outlook.
About that. I keep thinking about what happened back in Limbo. Right before all the fighting broke out, when Blaze told me you were the key to the parchment, the prophecy, all of it. And that if we took you out, the world might survive.
Ah, creator, welcome.
I know what you're gonna say. Don't trust Blaze.
Hey, Metal Mike, cracking a coup.
Which is why I'm thinking.
Don't
I
worry,
should
I've been
read
gone for a
this
while
parchment
too.
For myself, and find out exactly what caused him to get so worked up about you.
The forces of the parchment and the Darkhold are not to be trifled with, Robbie. You cannot expect to read the page the way you would a normal book.
Oh boy, here we go. More of that. This is beyond you, Robbie. I've been hearing this junk since I asked to see my first R-rated movie as a kid. Guess what? I snuck into those movies, and I can sneak a peek at the parchment.
Trust me, this is not the same as childhood misbehavior. You are gambling not just with your life, but the lives of all those who love you.
Fine, forget it. I'm not gonna read the page. Happy now?
I am relieved, yes. But what are you going to
Love
do?
my videos. What do I want? A
I'm
Ghostbuster
gonna do
versus
what I
Back to the
normally
Future?
do. Sit and worry.
I mean, neither one of them. I mean, I guess you'd go with like
Shark hurries up with whatever he's building in the forge.
Gobar,
That may take a while.
Godar. The Ghostbusters villains with the one
I'm
you'd
just
have. There's
gonna
no villain in
pretend
Back to the Future.
Didn't hear you say that. After all this, I better get a statue of my own around.
Just tell me.
I already told you.
That was just a bunch of hocus-pocus mumbo-jumbo. Authored by the hand of a corrupted elder god, vile,
A lot of shit's going down now that
evil
Blaze
power
betrayed us.
contained within its pages. I get it. The Darkhold is bad. But I'm a scientist. I need facts, examples, highlights, lowlights.
Are you really asking me for a book report on the Darkhold?
I mean, I could just blast the page to smithereens without knowing the context, but understanding it is so much more interesting.
Context or no context, I'm still skeptical that your plan will actually work.
Well, okay, then share your deep insights with me, Dr. Spooky. Come on, spill the beans.
I have no beans to spill, Tony. I think I need some fresh air.
Mr. Harbless, I don't know who you are on Discord to begin with, so I wouldn't know what the original picture was.
Oh, hey. I guess you're wondering why Strange and I were getting into it.
I saw enough.
He gets so huffy and precious when it comes to his magic stuff. Everything has to be shrouded in mystery, like he's on stage in Vegas or something. I think he's afraid I'm going to turn around and become an even greater
Who's
sorcerer than
Dougie? Oh, there's Dougie. Okay. I've not caught you on here. I don't think we've spoken directly, have we, Dougie? And like 3 things 2 days ago? That doesn't narrow it down at all, man.
Well, Tony, you are a bit competitive. I would not blame him for becoming a bit territorial as a result.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with a little friendly competition, is there?
I do not think Strange sees it as friendly.
Well, when he comes back,
Hey, Zach, welcome
try
back.
to smile bigger. Maybe that'll give him a hint.
Surely there is a way for you both to work together in harmony.
Oh, you'll never catch us in the same barbershop quartet. But, given enough time, I'm sure I can reverse engineer an Elder God's programming language. Sure, you may not be able to understand what I'm saying, but that's not my problem.
So you think the Darkhold is no different from some fabulous bit of technology?
Oh, absolutely. And like any other fabulous bit of technology, it's only a matter of time before I figure out how to do what I want to do with it. Every problem has a solution, my resurrected friend. And I'm going to find it.
It will be a challenge, but I know you can handle it.
Well, you don't have to tell me twice. Actually, you can tell me several times. I'm such a shameless sucker for praise.
And what about Strange? Are you going to let him solve?
I'm legit, Dougie. I have
I'll
no
find
idea
out
what you're
to speak
talking
to you
about.
later and explain my position clearly. Make sure he understands.
It might help if you stop calling him
But that
Dr.
sounds weird that they would ban you for a
Yeah,
Twitch
you're
stream.
right. I should
ping.
use his name. Steven Spooky.
I give up.
Well, don't give up yet. You need to get the research going.
Hey,
on the
Brian.
Accelerator. I've got the pieces and Dad's research, and I'm ready to go. I'm serious about getting the research started. Parchment isn't going to blow itself up.
I could not have predicted this outcome, but it is intriguing. Want the magic highlights, Tony? Here's your highlight.
Oh, we got to get the friendship level 2? Okay.
Let me do my
Steven Spooky.
Sometimes I even impress
Oh, I
myself.
love that picture for Magic there. For the rest of the mission, deal... Oh, okay.
This should be interesting. The latest advancements from the mind of genius Tony Stark, and they're all for you.
I love the image of that one.
Big Tony's Forge of Mystery, we never close.
Farewell.
2016? No, I was at E3 2019, whatever the last big one was. Why?
Let's do this.
New and improved.
I don't use Wrath, I don't use Holy Gift, I don't use Wild Strikes, we don't have to worry about that. Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
Chaos magic.
Do your thing.
Daily sparring. Where's Nico? We gotta build that friendship up because I need to get her to level 2 so I can get it out.
Oh, I know magic.
Better to have it and not.
How does the new game plus work for this one? Is it just all these unlocks are going to be available to me? Because I feel like that
Nice
might
to get some fresh
be pretty
time
fun
to
in
take
general.
it to the next level.
Where's Bladestorm? I can't do Bladestorm? Guess I can't. I can do Patience though.
A timely enhancement. Let us see it in action.
You don't get everything in it? What do you get? Wait, at the Bethesda panel? I was in the front row of the Bethesda thing when they announced a bunch of shit. Damn it, we gotta go get more research points. Okay, we rolled off again.
Oil. Send it my way.
Oh, credits. Ba-bum, ba-ba-bum. The golden bat logo on Batman Arkham Knight. How do you get that?
We can't allow that helicopter to escape. Do whatever it takes to stop it before it departs. We don't have much time. Take down anyone in your path and stop that helicopter.
Not a problem.
Bum, ba da 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 bum. Fuck your shield. Ba da ba 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 da ba 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 ba.
Looks like you could use this.
Look, we got an Iron Man suit, kinda.
Thanks. This should be good.
Fair enough. This shouldn't take long.
Whoa! I do play Fortnite. I haven't played it in a little while, not since Christmas, but yeah, I play it.
Scare me off, you know.
Oh, I thought we were finished.
What? That guy protected himself so strong that it killed the game. That's even weirder. All they did was put it into rest mode.
Coming at me?
Keep it up.
Let's try this. Run along now, you're outmatched.
been playing any of the Doom games? A little bit. I actually liked them, but I never got around to really
saw a
doing
move
them.
like that once, centuries ago.
Been saving this for a special occasion.
So when do the rest of us get power armor?
This game is Midnight Suns. It's Marvel superheroes in like a card-based battle game. My day's been great, Tailgate. How's yours? Yeah, they gave me the Legendary Edition creator. I didn't buy it, although I would have. I normally buy the Legendary Edition. Ah! Look at it run into you.
They are still set on me.
The helicopter is preparing for takeoff.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Still
Thank
have
you.
some time. Make sure you don't ignore it.
I'm saving you energy. I heard Lilith is kind of hot. Any of you dorks make a move yet? Sure, why not?
Leave some for the rest of us.
Not what I was after, but okay, I can take that. Ow, 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 ow.
I know that wasn't your signature move. That'll work.
That wasn't bad.
What? It won't let me use the super move? Gosh darn it. Okay. I thought you could use the combo on the helicopter.
I know that wasn't your signature move.
We got one more turn. We can finish it. We just got to do 98 damage next turn.
First time either.
Like, that was what I was setting up, Brian. I was just going to smash it with a combo attack, call it a day. Oh, shit. Did they just clone themselves? More cloners? What the hell?
Come on over here then.
The helicopter's about to leave. Time
Yeah,
to
I'm
get out.
aware.
That helicopter.
How did I feel the odds? Shouldn't have pissed me off.
Problem solved, Brian.
You are building one of those suits for me.
We've stopped the helicopter. Clean up the rest of these Hydra thugs.
Wow, wow, wow. I just got patience at 0 cost. Next round, this should pretty much wrap. How much health does she have left? Oh, she'll be fine. And then 1 cloner guy, 2 cloner guys. Okay.
Fair enough.
Now I owe you one.
Who's running Hydra? No, it's not Red Skull. It's basically been Lilith. Now we discovered Mephisto's in charge.
Used to being outnumbered.
Oh, fuck. It was the last card, so I didn't count it. Oh, well. $49, 89, 49.
Let's do it. They don't all have to be pretty. This might help a little.
Zoom, zoom!
I owe you.
I stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time, Mr. Harmless. Hey, what's going on, Crafting? I was just talking about you. I did a rework on a lot of stuff.
By my
Zemo Crossbones? I don't think it's Zemo, is it? I haven't even seen Zemo.
Where'd you learn that one?
I have not shaken their confidence.
I don't know what your Discord name is anymore.
Welcome assistance.
How about this one?
I am impressed.
Here we go.
No, not really any foreshadowing going on with this.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Oh, yeah, it's not my main YouTube account. I have way too many extra YouTube accounts. But crafting. Oh, just, I tried to search you. Are you not on the Comicstorian Twitch anymore? Discord anymore?
The Hell Ride is ready and waiting.
Crafting Prime. It's not crafting. You didn't change it back.
Wait. So don't get mad, but Caretaker wants to run emo.
Why would that make me mad?
I'm a little mad. I don't want her thinking she's in charge now. All right, let's do this.
I don't like Nico in this game. Her portrayal is just really whiny and
Lead the
complaining.
way.
How much did Nico tell you about tonight's meeting?
She said you are leading it.
I suspect you have an opinion on the matter. Say what you must.
I am ready.
That's all?
Yes. When do we start?
But anyway, yeah, I went through the Eligible Monster old channel, and the videos that still get views are the lore videos, Crafting. So I think I'm going to try what you said and just upload to both, but I got a feeling it's going to mostly be Comicstorian stuff.
Is this some kind of hypnosis?
No, it's old magic, once used to heal tormented minds. It allows one to observe and process past events that may be painful to consider.
Why did you not think of this sooner?
You've been gone so long, until the last...
I have a team on Comicstorian. I have a team that runs all of our channels. We have Comicstorian, Comicstorian Full Story, Comicstorian Shorts.
Now then.
Dungeons and Ale for Dungeons and Dragons, Absolutely Marvel and DC for podcasting, Tales from the Mind for short stories that we write, this streaming channel here, Ben and Friends. I tried to do gaming on it. It didn't really work out, but it's become my streaming channel for YouTube.
We can begin.
We have the Twitch channel, 2 Twitch channels, this one and the Comicstorian one.
Lilith.
We just relaunched Mangastorian. We have our classic Eligible Monster gaming lore channel that I'm going to be bringing back thanks to Crafting's suggestion.
All right.
No, I'm still waiting for my comic to get made up, Phantom. We wrote one. I've been working. I mean, I just did a recording for the Soldier storyline, which is one of those Silverton stories, and I'm writing up a continual piece
Lilith
about.
and I face each other in the circle.
I'll talk about it in a minute. But I have 2 ideas going on in Silverton right now.
Since my transformation, I have made so many children, yet all pale beside my greatest creation, my true child, perfect, conceived in my very image.
I am nothing like you.
Not yet.
It'll go back on Comicstorian.
Will be when I remove the.
It's either this week or next week. It starts up on the every other week schedule.
Never stand by your side.
Foolish child, you have no choice in the. But we can no longer afford such lies.
Oh, own it!
I cannot move. The Darkhold. She has the Darkhold.
You cling to the delusions of your captors. Embrace your true self trapped within.
She lifts the Darkhold high. She...
That's it? That's how the hunter died?
There's nothing more.
So the hunter died because of a book?
Miss Rasputin, the Darkhold is hardly a book.
So Lilith read the hunter to death.
I guess she channeled her demon powers through the Darkhold.
I will never be defeated, Morgana! I will never!
What did Lilith mean about your...
I own majority of Comicstorian. Over the years, I've sold off portions of it, so there's some companies behind the scenes that basically gave me a bunch of money up front to own portions of it for a couple of years. In 2 years, I'll own 100% of it again, and then I'll decide what I'm doing.
Lilith and deception.
Right now, I own 71%
she was
of it.
trying to unsettle me. Nothing more.
Maybe, but I don't want to discount any possibility just yet. Sarah knows her sister better than anyone alive. Perhaps she has
YouTube can shut down any day, so I take advantage of anybody who wants to buy in, any company who wants to give me a bunch of money, and then the way it works is typically they'll give you a bunch of money up front, and if nothing changes, they get more money on the back end by just holding on to it. But a lot of my rules are people can buy in, but they have no say in what happens. That's why I own a majority. It's literally a financial thing. They buy in, they hope that there's no changes in our revenue, they make money in the back end.
More to it.
Hey, what's going on, Hunter Goblins?
Here.
I always thought her attack on the Abbey was to recover the Darkhold, but it appears it was a means to an end.
What she said about me, my true self. Can you explain that?
No, it's nonsense, but she clearly believed what she said. Perhaps we can use this against her.
How?
When we're ready to face her, you may be able to divert her attention.
You want to use me as bait?
Well, if you're offering.
Why is using me as bait always your plan?
Because it works.
But
are you...
Oh.
Not knowing
thought that was
was
the
the
end of it.
hardest part of my return.
No, I've never met the Hanna-Barbera
feel
production team. And yeah, I recognize most of the references, Phantom. Not all of them. I'm not that big of a expert.
Keep you.
But
Enjoy the rest of your evening.
how do I leave? Oh, Nico lets me leave. Okay.
Another meeting complete.
So anyway, Andy's kind of working on his own kind of creation, almost like the one with the wife in the basement, and then the one we just put out, the Hunted. Those are in Andy's world. Silverton, I've got 2 ideas that I'm putting out. There's a guy who's gonna... I'm gonna expand on the lore of Silverton. We're gonna keep telling those side stories and those like ghost stories, but there's 2 things that I'm gonna do to expand on the lore. The first one's gonna be a guy who breaks out of his loop, but he can't get out of Silverton, Ghost Town version, not like normal version. We're also gonna explore what Silverton looks and acts like in the real world. Like what's going on. The story coming out this week or next week is actually going to be a guy who visits modern day Silverton, and then we're doing the story of the guy who breaks out, but he's still stuck in the horror loop. And then I've got a third thing that I'm working on, which is in theory going to become a weekly thing. I've got this idea of a guy who runs a radio station in Silverton, but he's stuck in between the 2 of them. He's basically stuck between the modern day real version of Silverton and the spooky, misty version that makes you loop your stuff. So he's aware where he is, but he can't get free, and his radio show reaches out to both sides of the cake. The people in the real world just think that he's telling some spooky story, while the people of Silverton are hearing the stories of others trapped in there. And he'll do like short versions, and I'm going to use him to tell stories that are so short they couldn't get their own video because they're like a paragraph. But notes and rumors that have traveled between the survivors of Silverton in this horror side, and kind of expand upon the lore and what it means to be stuck in Silverton and what Silverton itself is.
I'll even be surprised.
Yeah, I haven't found any more of the stained soil. I was gonna Google it real quick. So that's the current plans with Silverton. And what I'm debating is if we start tapping into the people that are stuck between the spookiness and the realness. I have a concept, and I haven't implemented them into any of the stories yet, so they technically don't exist in the lore of Silverton. But I have an idea of what if some government agency was aware of Silverton. And so basically, these people that are stuck in between the 2 of them, we could do stories of the people that go in to try and get people out. But I don't know if I want to introduce that to the world of Silverton. Do you know what I mean? Like right now, it's just an idea. This agency that has a way to get in and out. They're the only ones, and their job is to go in and get people out of their greatest horrors. Yeah, kind of like Crypt Keeper or Rob Sterling type, but like in a meta way. Like he's aware but unaware what's going on. Fast travel to Santa surrounded by, look north, find a cave in the distance. Where's north? Yeah, it'd be creepypastas from this guy trying to read them and stuff. Maybe I could just do a map, because this little guide of how to find these is not helping me at all. Okay, this will be much more useful. Yeah, it's kind of Silent Hill meets Twilight Zone tailgate. I was making, it all started 3 years ago. I was making a D&D game, a horror game set in Silent Hill. And I started getting so out there, I'm like, it's not Silent Hill anymore. And I turned it into my own thing. So we kept a few elements that are similar to Silent Hill, like the foggy town and stuff like that. But the general idea of Silverton is your greatest guilt, you end up reliving it over and over and over until the town drains you of any emotion or feelings you have towards it. And so what it is it's a modern day tourist trap, brings you there, and if you're racked with guilt over something you did, then you get stuck in the horror loop.
This is one of the witch warrens.
But people don't believe that it's real and stuff like that, so that's how it still gets to like function. And so I've written multiple stories, short stories in that. We have a creepypasta channel that I'm doing for fun. It's entirely a fun channel because I doubt it'll ever succeed, but I wanted to do it. And what it boils down to is all stories that me and my brother are writing, and we're turning into this, and we're uploading them over there. Like murder, yeah, like a hidden murderer. Or somebody who let a family member pass away and didn't care. Things like that. And so we turned it into a few horror games, and then we just and then what we did was we realized we wrote up a bunch of concepts, but we didn't do anything with them because they wouldn't fit into a D&D game. So we started writing those up as like actual stories. And then I started uploading them to like a creepypasta channel, but all original content that we've created as opposed to taking other people's content. Somewhere in here. Says there's a soil over here somewhere. Am I near it? Anybody who knows? So Andy's been helping me out with that stuff, but then he came up with his own idea. So Tales of the Mind is kind of becoming his project and my project, where I read over the stories he's written about these creatures and the fall of mankind and like a dystopian future. It's kind of what he's been doing with it and his stuff. He's got 2 of them right now that could be linked or could not. He's deciding what he wants to do with it going forward.
Shaw's drawings.
So the 3 other ideas I have is the guy that's going to break free but not be free. The podcast guy who's kind of stuck and kind of reporting people's stories to both the real world and the other world. And then we have the story coming out that's going to be kind of explain a little bit of what the modern day Silverton is like. Yeah, I don't know what I got left for the like. It seems like I'm not screwed over on the classes in this.
This looks like.
So I feel like I could still get the platinum in this game without doing New Game Plus. But you guys can tell me if I'm wrong on that.
The gods are fickle.
I need a new power for that, don't I? You like the reporter idea? The guy that's stuck there, just he can't leave the radio room is the idea. All of my fun projects, crafting like that, the Assassin's Creed lore, things like that I like to do, I don't like to be like, oh, they've got to make money. I have projects that have to make money. Comicstorian has to make money or it gets shut down. Like I'm at a point where I enjoy Comicstorian, but I've been doing it for 10 years. If it's not making money anymore, I'm not going to be doing it for fun. I mean, I'll straight up admit that. Mangastorian is fun, but I don't know how far I would take it if I wasn't trying to make it profitable. Absolutely Marvel and DC, that one's straight up fun. That one I do for fun and money at the same time. If we didn't have money coming in, though, I doubt I could convince all the hosts to show up on a regular basis, so it would become very infrequent. Oh, I have all the soils, because I did the one over here already. Yeah, but if I can get everything done except my dark alignment, Bryant, then I could just do that on a New Game Plus and call it a day. Like, but the reason I was avoiding the platinum in this is I thought I missed all the classes, but it looks like I can just keep pushing, do like random shit and have them show up.
Now that we are in possession of the Parchment of Power, we must be vigilant in guarding against its influences.
What can I do to help?
You can't. This is a very rare form of sorcery.
Oh yeah, if I ever quit
Practiced
Comicstorian,
only
it'll
by
stay up as
those
like an
who have
archive.
Passed from this realm. But you can watch over the others. This spell will only prevent the worst type of harm the parchment can inflict, but can't stop it from making mischief completely.
Mischief? What sort of mischief?
There's
No,
way
we
of
have like
knowing
4
for
people that
sure.
don't live in the state. You just never hear about them crafting.
But if there's one thing I am sure of, it's this. The words etched onto the page were written by Chthon himself. Not even my magic can silence them. They will affect us, if only in whispers. I mean, they're probably affecting us right here, right now, and won't stop. Not until Stark finally manages to nuke it from space.
Then there is hope.
There sure is.
But yeah, like I said, because I feel like the thing that I'm
until that
iffy on
happens,
bringing
we
into
need to
Silverton, I
protect
brought up the
ourselves.
idea to Andy. I was like, I have an idea.
Speaking of,
Because I like concepts like
I should really finish
SCP, I
this
like concepts like the game
spell cannot be
control, stuff like
completed
that.
without it.
Where all these things are happening, but
I
there
will leave
is
you
a
to it.
government agency that kind of is
Sleep well,
aware,
Hunter.
but keeps
If you
trying
can.
to stop it, but gets looped into the whole thing. And
have
I was like, it'd be
collected
kind
the
of cool to
soil
bring
you
something
asked
like that
for,
into Silverton.
but
Plus,
you
I feel
never
like
told me
it would
why we are doing
bring
this.
Silverton further away from
Soil
just
stained
being,
with a
you know,
witch's
kind of
blood
like
is
Silent Hill.
potent stuff.
But if I open
the
up that
wrong
can of
hands, it can
worms,
be
that's a
very
whole
dangerous.
thing that's like,
the right
that
hands,
adds a whole nother level of lore to the whole thing.
just hope it's
That could go
potent
good or
enough.
bad.
This is going to help us find the moon seal?
The Salem Coven stashed it away somewhere safe. I'm thinking the best way to find out where it is to ask them directly. Meet me at the Elemental Altar.
We had to do some cutbacks just because of economic downturn tailgate. Things got a little weird on YouTube. So we had a very bloated staff with very bloated checks so that everyone can kind of have a chill life and enjoy themselves and everyone gets a good check. I pretty much had to cut all the good checks down to more reasonable checks, which included Dylan, and that's not enough for
What
Dylan
is
to
all
live on.
this?
So Dylan is moving on to find
Everyone
another job.
knows you
That's what's
can't
going on
commune
tailgate.
with the spirits without plenty of candles, dear. Witchcraft 101. I would stand back if I were you.
I expected a solemn ritual, but I think you are enjoying this.
I haven't been part of a seance in years. And look, it's working.
Is that a tree?
That's not just any tree. It's the hanging tree. Those old girls hid the moon seal in plain sight. Shaw would have never suspected the seal was hidden in the very place he murdered his enemies.
Well, and that's what I'm doing, Bernadette. Right now, we're going to do the podcast guy because, well, the radio station guy, because the radio station guy is something I could easily remove or whatever. He doesn't affect the overall story. And we're going to start tapping into the overall world of Silverton with the find the hanging tree, with the stuff like the overall world with like the stuff that goes into the modern day and then people crossing over and things like that. That stuff I don't think will affect the overall idea and capabilities of it. Shay's Church. And then I have an idea for a superhero story, and I haven't fleshed it out very much. But I guess, yeah, if you're talking about comic book ideas, I do have an idea for a comic book. I'm just not sure where to go with it right now, like how to flesh it out in the direction I'm happy with. It's still very early. So I forget who was asking me that, but yes, I guess I do actually have an idea. I mean, that's a great way to link it all together. Crafting. It says the hanging tree is over in this direction, but I'm not seeing it. So I gotta watch a YouTube video.
Losing altitude. On January 13th.
Yeah, trailer. What about? Ask any questions you want, Mr. Harmless. I'm watching YouTube videos. Stupid YouTubers. Okay, Agatha's cottage. So we got to go up there. Why is Batman on the Trinity? Because he's the most successful superhero in the history of superheroes? Why wouldn't he be? Batman's so good he doesn't need superpowers, Mr. Harmless. That's the point.
This must be the hanging tree.
What do I do
How
here?
many innocents died under these branches?
What do I do with it? Oh, probably reveal? I guess.
From Transia in the hands of the Knights of Wundagore to the witches of Salem, that seal has covered quite a bit of ground.
Yeah, well, and that's just it, crafting. I gotta make sure we can still tell just random horror stories in Silverton. Because the way the lore works right now is once you're stuck in your loop, there has to be something to get you out. You either get drained or something gets you out. Where do I bring the Elder artifact to? I don't remember. Is it over here at the altar? I guess I should go get Agatha's house unlocked still. The eerie glade. Yeah, there's a few theories running around about Batman's secret superpowers. Hey, what's up, Corvus?
Oscar smiles upon me.
So the idea that I have for a superhero, and it's a very indie project, and the idea is still very early on. I actually had it from a dream. So like, okay, so the idea that I had started, it's very similar in conceptually, to like Ben 10. Okay, so the hero, obviously Ben 10 has the watch, the Omnitrix, and he fucking turns it and shit like that, and dial H for hero. So my concept was to get rid of that idea, but instead of like alien races or whatever that is currently trapped in the watch of the Omnitrix, what if somebody had the ability to pull out themselves from the multiverse? So, like, I could get another Benny. That other Benny could have powers. That other Benny could be worthless, could be whatever. And what if there was a superhero that had the ability to pull out their own multiversal versions, and they themselves are perfectly normal, and they're hoping to get these other people from the multiverse. And whenever somebody gets pulled through, that other version of the person is there for 1 hour. Now, my original idea was that he pulls the people through, the other multiverse versions, and then they die.
Autumn
So they'd only be around for 1 hour, and then they die. So basically, he'd be pulling out his own multiversal versions to use them, and then they die off. So they can't be used again, and he's now just doomed them. Well, Well, I didn't do much on it for the last 2 weeks, Corvus, because we've been streaming it. But I'm here now. Kind of like Legion. Yeah, but he's pulling out his own stuff. So you could get like an evil one. What if he pulls out one trying to help, and then these people arrive? But what if he also gets one that had like a hopeful life in front of him and doesn't have any powers? He just got a random. Because the idea was that these people that he pulls out would be random. So he might get a version of himself that just is a shop owner with a wife and 2 kids who's useless. Or he might get another universe where he's some crazy Iron Man style superhero.
Agatha's house.
And I thought like adding the random element to what he summons, like maybe when he summons somebody can kind of narrow it down or something like that. I hadn't figured that out, but the random element would actually question what he should be summoning or what he should be doing. Oh, fuck is all this shit? Hey, Avante, thank you so much. Crackagagoom. Yeah, a council of reeds, but with consequences. Where do I use this stuff? The Cauldron Manifest? I'm taking a photo of this in case I need it. Or a version of himself that's the opposite gender. Yeah, I mean, it could be any number of things, so... And that's kind of as far as I've gotten with the idea, because I'd have to flesh out what the antagonist is. What is it a villain? Is it a problem? Is there something going on? But yeah, that's the current comic book idea I have. I'd have to kind of flesh out the concept a little bit more and then try to sell it if I was going to do anything with it, though. Yeah, loosely connected short stories that go to an overall plot that could easily, it could work in general. Oh yeah, he's talking about the Silverton. That's the idea behind Silverton. Silverton's idea was to have a bunch of loose... My idea with the original Silverton was this is the basis for the short story, so we have to set up some basic rules. But outside of that, the... Silverton itself is meant to be a staging ground for short stories. That was the whole point of it. What do I do with this elder thing? Does it go here? I don't feel like it goes here. Well, and that was it. Like, you could easily have a story about, like, he summons an evil version of himself and he's not even aware he did it. I got this thing. Is it in inventory? There, the moon seal. Where does that go? Which gates? These gates? I'm still trying to get through these walls. There's nothing on here. The blood gate? No, we already opened that one. Oh, I gotta run over here and open up that wall. That's what I gotta do. Oh, they were gonna do multiverse at first? So how do I get through these then, Corvus? Ooh.
There must
How do
not
I get
be
break?
anything here.
I gotta get Purify first. Oh, it's up by the tree. Okay. It's over here. There's a blood gate over here somewhere. It's more supernatural, Phantom. I know the origins of it. I don't tell them because I haven't fleshed it out to be interesting. I just have the basics of what the origins of Silverton are and why it is the way it is. It is supernatural. And I don't think I'll ever reveal the origins of it because, one, I don't want to flesh it out any further than having the rules behind it. And that's probably the Purify for that one.
If it was
and
here,
I also feel like it'd ruin the
show
mystery
me.
if I ever just explain why it's the way it is, what happened.
Autumn thinks otherwise. Must not be her purview.
So there's something over here. This is Agatha's house. There's nothing else up here, right? Yeah, that's just her cottage. Yeah, I don't want to explain it because, like I said, I feel like it'd ruin it if I explain what happened and why it is the way it is. I'm all for there has to be some form of mystery and a lot of stuff like that.
Agatha, what is this?
What can only be called corruption, just like that which consumed Shaw and his followers. The key to healing the Abbey grounds lies beyond the next trial. Now that we have the Coven's moon seal, you just have to survive the challenge. Simple, right?
Says it is recommended level 12, so I got this.
Nothing is ever as simple as it appears when it comes to the gods.
I can't argue with you there, dear. Good luck.
Exactly, Bernadette. We have the internal logic. We know the rules behind everything. Although I left them very open-ended. You just got to live a fucking hell loop, basically. So that will let me get away with quite a bit before people start going, wait a minute. Certain rules have to apply to, like, the Bear Man. Yeah, there has to be rules for him. I can't just have him do whatever.
He sees our path. Blessings of the goddess.
Okay, that's going to be Purify, I assume.
Ominous indeed.
Hypus was among the first.
Well, and that's just it. That's why I just want to add to the lore by adding more to the modern day, adding more to the rules of being in and out and breaking out.
How does an Elder God die?
Consumed by another Elder God. In this case, his own brother.
Is this another survive? Yeah, 4 turns of survival, and I gotta kill at least 16 of them. Got it.
This shall be of great help.
Oh my god, I hate those enemy types. We're just gonna play XCOM after this. I'd never played XCOM 2.
By consuming Hybus, Set absorbed his brother's power, but also triggered the downfall of the Elder Gods, as they turned on one another and became demons.
It is time.
Hey, Brian, thank you so much.
You were too weak for this fight. As a child, I feared the servants of Lilith. Now I teach them to fear me. I am impressed.
We're probably going to wrap this up and maybe go for the platinum on it and then go to Miles. That's my first 2 goals. I am looking at still doing my plan of maybe doing Mass Effect Legendary Edition though. No, it's not Phantom.
I mentioned during the last trial, with most of the Elder Gods collected and sent to destroy them. When he was done, he released their energy back to the stars.
And now they watch in silence from above while I fight for their amusement?
Who am I to speculate on their intentions? So far, I'd say things have worked out to your benefit.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Probably by your own dog. They need to spawn more enemies. Like, I'm running out of turns. There's no one here to fight. Look. The board's empty. We'll see how close I am. That's normally how I do it, Brian. I play the game, and at the ending, I see how close I am to it. I thought that was a buff. Oh well. I think I overthought what that one was.
Behold the light's gift.
There we go.
After this, you should be all the more prepared for whatever Lilith has planned in the coming
Give me
days.
Blade Storm. I gotta kill 4.
my call. They cannot possibly match your strength.
Oh, I messed up the knockback. Your OG story? I like the idea of it. Fights the Illuminati level organization themed around knights. Wait, isn't that just Assassin's Creed? Or are you like superhero into the Assassin's Creed universe?
I'm sure Hippus will be pleased. You've proven yourself more than capable.
I broke the door.
This looks like the friends here. He is in agreement. Hippus brings renewal.
Hey, Agatha.
The god's latest gift seems to be quite powerful. I have already removed a great deal of corruption afflicting the grounds nearby.
I've noticed. I take it that means the latest trial wasn't much of an obstacle for our legendary hunter and their faithful companion.
Nope.
We were ready for what awaited us.
The power of renewal is indeed a remarkable thing, especially when facing such an insidious problem.
But how did this corruption come to spread across the grounds in the first place?
I mentioned before that Wanda had visions after absorbing the power of the moon seal at my altar. But it's obvious now I didn't truly understand the depths of what she was experiencing.
What do you think really happened here?
I've told you that Wanda wasn't a descendant.
I mean, I'm not going to give you shit, Tailgate. Mine has Silent Hill
born in
influences.
chaos, from the touch of the dark god Chthon himself. I fear this connection between them was even stronger than I imagined.
She cannot be blamed for something out of her
Hey, what's up, Iron?
Of course not. Just look at the group we have working with us here. Everyone deserves a chance to prove who they really are.
It is done now, in any case. We can only move forward from here.
Renewing the grounds is already an important step forward for us.
Wanda's visions, were they part of her ties to Chthon? Do you
Collecting,
know what
I
it
go
is she
physical.
saw?
I read digitally, though.
She
It's just easiest
described
for me.
them like a dream. Broken, distorted images that she could only
Collecting
remember in
digital is not going to do anything for you.
But you're right, Hunter.
Collecting physical,
I
you can at
believe
least
now it
eventually
was
resell it
Chthon
and
who
stuff.
came to her, his influence strengthened by the power of the seal she absorbed.
And the corruption on the grounds? This was his influence?
It seems almost too clear now. The corruption on the grounds returned just as Wanda's explorations reached their peak.
Was there nothing in her journal about this?
Maybe we've gotten ahead of her. I should return to the library.
I have
and
the first
continue
appearance of
translations.
Deadpool signed by Rob Liefeld, the
Come
creator.
by tomorrow and I'll let you know if I found
Probably my
anything
most
new.
prized possession one. I also have Court of the Owl's mask signed by Scott Snyder.
Blessings of Hippus. All will be restored. blessings of the goddess. If it was here, Autumn would show me.
Not really. I just had to get in the normal lines fandom and stand around, and I hate lines. Yeah, lines suck.
You've almost retraced Wanda's steps, Hunter. Which means it's probably time I was honest with you.
I'm Mephisto!
Things got a bit messy at this point. It was here that Wanda hit a wall, in the literal sense. The gates sealing off your mother's garden seemed all but impervious to any attempt we made at opening them.
You would not have given up that easily.
Of course not. Wanda was hesitant, but I was emboldened by just how close she had come to succeed.
Pretty sure it's all in there. They just never touch on it, Brian.
I strongly encouraged her to keep trying.
It wasn't made for this.
If I had only stopped to consider the risks. But no. With my guidance, she attempted to use the moon seal from Set's trial to force open the gate.
You were only trying to encourage Wanda's growth.
That may be, but there were other ways I could have helped her.
So what did happen?
Without the word of power, Set's blessing, Wanda couldn't control the energy within the seal. It responded like these things often do. It exploded.
But the gate did not open?
No, it didn't. And as an unfortunate side effect of the blast, I was killed.
That was the training accident with Wanda?
A surprisingly level.
Oh yeah, no, that'd be cool, Brian.
From the poor girl, considering what she had just witnessed. I was still out of my senses, but that's a story for another time.
You died. Wanda was left traumatized, only to be blamed by Caretaker and left without anyone to support her.
I said things got messy. Perhaps I should have said heartbreaking. In either case, now you know the truth.
But what about Sarah and the others? They need to know as well.
Given my current situation, I think it may have to wait, dear. If you'd still like to move forward, you'll need to find the shards of the broken moon seal. If all goes well, I should be able to reform the seal.
Let us hope we can avoid any...
Indeed.
Okay.
Mother.
I'm assuming this is break. Yeah, this is break.
Perhaps I ask too much of him. Autumn, show me the way.
So that's break, because I can't get in there. I'd like Marvel to tell a lot more condensed storylines like DC does. And I'd like DC to... Overall, I like how DC handles things better than Marvel. And that's not to say I don't like Marvel stories. I love them.
The son of Gaia approves. She does not see it happen.
Okay, so we need to get break. How do we get break now? Like, how do we activate this door? I can open it with the blue word? Yeah, how do I get into this?
Must not be her purview. Autumn be praised.
Oh, like they won't let me do it all in one night? That might be.
Hippus will provide.
You all getting drunk off non-alcoholic drinks?
So thick I could claw it to shreds. Something or someone is going to snap. Did you hear Tony and Strange arguing? Who's next? Parker and Nico? Seen good troops lose their minds not knowing if a tank was going to mortar their bunkers, but...
Damn it, I forgot the dog again.
Family protects one another. Family loves one another. Family would do anything to save one another. Is that not what these heroes of yours preach? Then why abandon you at the doorstep of that wretched pretender Mephisto, my precious child?
My family saved me. It was the coward Blaze that sold me out.
Perhaps. Still, Blaze is no coward. And he is most certainly not a friend to Mephisto. For him to have made such a deal, all the more reason I must have the page.
I knew you were going to go there.
Hear me, child. Say what you will about Johnny Blaze.
Johnny
but
Blaze.
His soul is one of the strongest I have ever encountered. He has carried the parchment for decades without succumbing to its call. Battled angels and
Welcome,
demons
Guru
alike, and
Blade
rattled the
Cruz.
thrones of far too many gods.
It almost seems like you admire him.
I simply state the facts. Now he is free of the page, and another takes on the mantle of its guardian.
Robbie.
Do you really think he will prevail over the parchment of power?
You are right, Mother.
I am?
There's a lot of Batman books.
Robbie will never be Johnny Blaze. He will become something far greater. I gladly place my fate and that of the world in his hands.
My original offer still stands. If you truly value your friend, relieve him of his burden and surrender the parchment to me. Ignore my warning, and Blaze's betrayal will be a fond memory compared to what is coming next.
I'm wearing the same outfit. Damn, I'm lazy. It's real life, Benny.
I hope the others slept better than I did. I should have guessed.
Guessed what?
It's the same movie.
That you wanted to show me another movie.
Not just another movie, my favorite movie. It's something I make all my friends watch with me.
Oh, we're friends now.
Well, I mean, I think you can be cool when you want to be.
I think she's hitting on me.
I am cool?
For a 300-year-old artifact, you're getting there.
Why is she wearing that hideous red dress?
Oh, you're tearing me apart, Hunter. Pay attention.
Well, it is a bit difficult. This movie is rather terrible.
It's called Camp, Hunter. It's supposed to be a little bad, but in a good way. Besides, it's a cult classic, kind of like you.
I will try and take that as a compliment.
You're really starting to fit in with the rest of us, you know? We might just make a Midnight Sun out of you yet.
Iron Crispin Man. That's why I always laugh at people. Are like, comic books are nothing but woke now. And I'm like, well, there's 33 Batman books. There's 15 other normal superhero books. And then there's like 3 woke superheroes if you go up the terminology.
Don't you mean someone?
Like, people just don't look at what's out. They just go off whatever is being blasted on Twitter.
Have the same nightmare? Does that mean we all share the same subconscious neurosis?
God, I hope not.
The probability of every single one of us walking the same dream state is 1 billion trillion to 1. It must mean something.
Yeah, it means we might want to have a little chat with our friendly neighborhood hunter.
Oh, I knew I should have let Mr. Murdoch copyright that for me.
I still can't get that image out of my mind.
Same here, and that's saying a lot these days.
I'm sure there's a logical explanation for this all.
There is the parchment.
I knew that page would find a way of messing with our heads.
Or maybe it was warning us about you-know-who.
Did you have the dream?
What dream?
Oh, no.
I'm here if you want to talk about it.
I'm assuming you had the same dream last night as the rest of us.
I'm pretty sure I did not. What was it?
I'll let Wanda tell you. She's better at communicating those kinds of things. All I can say is what I saw last night.
Yeah, it really doesn't mean anything anymore, Suicide. People use that as a blanket statement for I don't like this.
I am more worried about you. Riddled with nightmares, suspicious of friends and colleagues. The page is getting to you.
The page is not getting to me. Everyone had the same exact nightmare last night. If anything, it's getting to everyone here.
It is possible. The full effects of the
I'm so tired.
of power have gone largely unstudied.
And they will remain unstudied. Honestly, I can't wait for it to be destroyed.
So, you are not going to read it?
Hell no. And not just because I suspect it's giving me bad dreams. Because I know...
Brian, I have fun normally asking, explain to me how. Explain to me how this is woke. And normally it's either the exact same regurgitated argument, or they don't have an argument.
Oh, man. I'm just glad he's not here to hear you say that.
Why not? I'm not scared to speak my mind to him.
It would be entertaining.
No, Miss Marvel's not on the team, Phantom.
I think
oh, that's Captain Marvel.
I should stop monopolizing your time and let her get a word in. Oh, and Hunter?
Yes, Robbie?
Take care of yourself, okay? Like, really take care.
I always do. What is
what is going on?
Upset about?
A nightmare. We all had the same one last night, and it has...
That is sad.
...unnerved us. Wondering if you had the same one, too. Would be weird if you were the only one in the Abbey who didn't.
No nightmares here. My slumber was quite serene last night.
No offense, Hunter, but you're full of it.
What the fuck?
As in, I am full of sweet dreams? You would be right.
What the hell?
I doubt that. Funny, though. Everyone dreamed about you last night, but you didn't dream at all. Wonder what that means.
Wait, the dream was about me? What do you mean?
Let's just say you...
Why don't they just say it?
Something threw you above us. Your face twisted in what could only be described as extreme agony. And that's as far as I want to remember. I don't want to freak you out. I mean, It was just a dream, right?
Something you should know about me. I do not scare easily.
We should probably stop talking now. Everyone is staring.
They are staring?
I'm not liking Wanda in this.
They really are frightened, are they not?
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, everyone here is just as afraid of me as they are of you.
Maybe I shouldn't be so gung-ho about you.
We need some friendship gains on her. We need some gains. She'll like that. That's old school, Bryant.
I wish I knew how to cook.
You could learn.
Meh, that requires
Oh, I'm gonna need some
effort.
coffee or something, or some gamer subs. Use code comics at checkout. Get yourself a waifu cup.
I have a variety of suggestions for you.
Oh, okay.
You could take a cooking class. I understand there are a few available through your Spark. Caretaker might be willing to teach you. She has centuries of knowledge on her side.
Yeah, maybe I'll look into it on my own.
Are you sure? I have more ideas.
Nah, I'm good.
We'll go with the dark gothic coloring book.
Ah, so you hunt the perfect gifts too.
Once, I dreamt that I grew 4 more arms after the radioactive spider bite. Then I also grew mouth pincers. I even turned into a giant spider and went full kaiju on Midtown. So no more late night binging on Japanese monster movies when my spider sense is keeping me up.
Lilith's messing with our minds, right? Because that dream was too real.
I enjoyed that, my meditation friend. It's super easy to hang out with you, Hunter.
Okay, so I got her to level 2. So I can get the outfit now, right?
It's terrifying to see you hold a page in her dream.
They have such weird names, Crafting. It's really hard for me to remember. I got them all upstairs. They're all fruity flavored. But they got weird names like Guacamole Gamer Parts and stuff like that. So I don't know which one I'm drinking, honestly.
I'm trying to assume it was Lilith in all our hands. Don't prove me wrong, Hunter. Welcome to Tony's Scary Demon Cave. I'm Tony. How may I assist you today?
Last night was no dream. Lilith intended us to face that issue. Lilith is toying with our emotions and our lives because she is desperate for the parchment. She is frightening us. That said, something still isn't quite making sense. The whole picture is fuzzy. We are missing something.
Alright, we'll do this.
Let's get started, Dr. Spooky.
I still only have the hunters. Do I gotta get everyone else's friendship up or something?
See you, Hunter.
Bye, Tony. Their friendship levels are so low. Is what worth the price? This game? Yeah, I've been playing a ton of it.
Probably just the end of the world jitters. You get used to them. Coffee makes the...
Masters really wants to be read out loud. Good thing for everyone. I hate reading in front of the class.
Back again.
I'm not worried. Blaze will come through. He always does.
That's who I was after, the quick blast. Who is this?
Hi, Hunter.
Oh, Nico's just having a little fun at the pool. Where's Spidey? Got him. Oh, Gamer Subs. I actually find it to be less chalky than G Fuel, our old sponsor. I mean, I won't lie, I didn't try very many other things until we swapped sponsors, but I am enjoying Gamer Subs. Plus, they have less caffeine than a lot of the competitors, which just makes it easier for me to drink all day instead of having like a 200 milligrams of caffeine, 200 milligrams of caffeine, 200 milligrams of caffeine. I liked our previous sponsor, but I just couldn't drink it as often as I'd like.
Robbie knows the Parchment of Power's got nothing on him.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds fun. I would definitely recommend this game, Mook Duke. I've almost gone through my first playthrough. I was on hold on it because I was on vacation. Now I'm wrapping it up, and I feel like I'm probably going to end up trying to go for the platinum if it's not unreasonable. That's going to be the thing. Is it unreasonable? You know, let's increase the difficulty now, because I feel like we're kind of steamrolling some of these missions. Finally. So let's get some extra... Oh, it's reduced it, because we were like, fuck, why even bother? Let's get some extra XP, see how much more difficult that becomes. So enemies get 25% more, they get a little more powerful, we only get 1 revive, but we get... See, 10% XP, that's not a lot, is it? That doesn't feel worth it. Like, the rewards for upping the difficulty, Bryant, don't feel worth it. That's my issue with this. Because this is like, oh, you're gonna make it harder. You get a little small percentage of XP gain. That's why I don't care. I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just saying, like, let's get more artifacts. Or not. Apparently we can't. So what does he got? Yeah, so I know 10%, but they get 50% HP increase. How about if they get 50% extra HP increase, I get 50% more XP? That would be more worth it to me. These are all garbage rewards. I don't want these epic things. I guess I'll get an intel cache. Yeah, caffeine-free versions are great. I drink a lot of those.
All you have to do is take out that nest mother. Sounds simple enough. By her words.
Yeah, exactly. They're a little off balance for a higher difficulty.
The advantage is mine. You were too weak for that.
I think there's one chapter that came out, Muzan, that I haven't read. But if that came out like within the last 2 days, I haven't opened up Shonen Jump in a couple of days because I've been reading other things.
Is that the best you've got?
I'm gonna get rid of her protector nice and early. No more protector for you, bitch! Mario Sparks of Hope? No, I haven't played that one, Morgana. I didn't play the original, though. Holy shit. Spider-Man's getting eaten alive, literally.
I will not be defied.
Oh!
They have not lost interest.
Here we go again. Nice. Let's do this. Maybe put some ice on that. You'll feel better.
I just play by myself, mostly crafting. I got the Starbaker title. I haven't been on the last couple of days, but I've been playing it. I don't have anyone to do the dungeons or the raids with anymore. I kind of left that group for the most part.
It is time.
Starbaker is a title in Destiny I got over Christmas. The fuck? That one should have killed her.
So that's how you'll end up in the history books.
Okay, she is dead.
Your mother abandons you.
Oh, I love tactical games, Morgana. I can't wait for the new Fire Emblem Engage. I think it Fire Emblem Engage. I'm excited for that one. Ba-da-da-da.
The light will carry you onward. I feel stronger already.
I mean, they got some of the Magic lineup and some of the Avengers, and like the DLC's all like it seems to be mostly magical guys, isn't it? I'm trying to remember who they are. No, it's a mix again. You got Morbius, Venom, Storm, and Deadpool. So.
Fall before me.
It's time for more armor.
They are committed to the darkness. Lilith has damned you to hell. Only the innocent escape.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Wait, is someone pinned? Why can't I do that? Oh. It had red for the cost, so I was like, wait, what? Ow!
We've done it. Excellent work.
Morbin time, yep. Bamba.
Buonazua.
Nope. Don't tell anyone, but I forgot what the mission objective was. I'm sure glad it seems like we accomplished it.
Don't tell anyone I forgot what the mission objective was, but I'm sure glad it seems like we accomplished it. Oh, man. Spidey, you funny.
Hello, Hunter.
Seems like... I hate to ask this, but... Are you alright?
I was going to ask the same of you.
I won't lie. I'm a little shaken. The dream... I mean, nightmare we all had of you.
The one everyone had, but no one will tell me about?
Let's just say you should be grateful to have your collar to protect you.
Protect me from what, exactly?
Your mother, Hunter. Who else? If it wasn't for that collar, who knows how she might be able to manipulate you? I wouldn't put it past her to invade your dreams, the way I think she just invaded ours last night.
She knows the parchment is here.
And is desperate for it, I'm sure. We should all be on guard. In any case, best to keep our wits about us. I just don't want anything to happen to you, kiddo.
I will never get tired of flaming up and whipping hellfire at Lilith's demon thugs.
Oh, I thought you built up light and dark at the same time. I'm gonna stop picking those dark options. I just thought it was like, oh well, I don't have a light option. I'll put some light into it. Oh, Charlie's in the hunter's quarters. Yeah, I'm at 172, so I got 28 more to go before that trophy pops. Let's go see if I can go do that last challenge. Hold on. Still can't affect this. Huh.
The goddess disagrees.
Weird. I need
Come on
moon.
over, Hunter.
Where do I find the
Swinging
moon
some
talisman?
Hot, fresh
Let me
parchment
find out
blasting
here.
tech here.
Is this it? Is this the thing that will destroy the parchment?
You better believe it. That's the Gamma Accelerator. Plus a few tips taken from dear old Dad's notes. Plus a few crucial adjustments. Plus some revolutionary new tech created on the fly.
Are you sure it will work?
I'm sure you've got a million questions. Come to the war room and you can hear my full spiel. Trust me, you won't want to miss it.
Oh, you're right. I gotta collect them all.
I
Okay.
could not have predicted this outcome, but it is intriguing.
Got more coil for me? I have high expectations for this. Sometimes, I even impress myself.
The research is progressing well, but we need... Good day, Hunter.
Anytime now, Tony.
Hey, Hunter. This won't take long.
Hey, what up, Tavia?
And Hydra rears it. Got some ops ready for you. Sending your friends out to fight isn't the easiest choice, but we all know what we signed up for.
Yay! Everyone is now. Let's see if we can get another good Wolverine move, shall we?
I'll do you a favor, just this once.
Bye.
What's the threat room trophy? Oh, what is this?
This looks like one of the shards that Agatha asked me to find.
Oh, it's the one I was literally looking for. What's the threat room trophy? What am I gonna do with it? Oh, with every hero? Okay. The hell is that? Like I said, when we get towards the end of the game, we might start working on the platinum trophy here if it's not unreasonable. That is normally how I make the decisions on that.
2 down, 1 to go.
Like, it might not be what? Difficult to get to? I am the Keymaster! Are you the keyhole? Did I make it weird again?
If his help was warranted, Hippus would provide.
How do we get over
Perhaps
this?
I ask too much of him.
Ah!
The water here should be safe now.
Okay, this is the last one. I have to go up some stairs for how we got over here to begin with. Not there. Can't be there. It must be up here somewhere. Oh, I probably will have to do one more playthrough for the dark thing. Because otherwise I'm going to have to backpedal all of my light points into dark points. That sounds less fun.
I found the final shard. I should return them to Agatha.
But if we just have to do one playthrough and not worry about things like shop class and all that stuff, and I could just blitz through everything, that's fine. I like the game. It's not like I dislike the game. I don't ever go for trophies in games I dislike.
Curious.
Oh, I do the same thing when it comes to Mass Effects. Like, if we go for the Platinum Trophy on those, it looks like I'll have to do 2 playthroughs for almost every single one of the games. So I can do a good one and a bad one. Hey, what's up, Stuart Flowers?
I know I've asked a lot of you recently, dear.
I won't be going much longer, Stuart. I got people coming over this afternoon, so I'm sorry early. I'll apologize to you now.
Thing you could do to make an old witch happy.
If it were not so good to see you again, I might think you were taking advantage of me.
Ah, Hunter. You certainly are the product of your environment. Between Sarah and I suppose we're just lucky you didn't turn out more cynical. Besides, this might be interesting. Now that the altar is in working order, we just need to reignite my cauldron.
How interesting can that be? Your cauldron was always churning with some concoction in the old days.
Yes. And how do you think that was possible? It's not just any flame we're talking about here. Maybe you've heard tale of the demon fueling the forge? A fire-breathing demon, no less, blazing as hot as the flames of hell itself. Fortunately, I'll only require a single ember.
I can see where this is going. How do I find it?
I've enchanted this vessel to protect you from the ember's heat. You should be able to get close enough to retrieve it through one of the old mine tunnels beneath the forge.
I have seen the tunnels. They were here before the Abbey.
I'm not surprised. You always have been curious. The tunnel may lead close enough to the heart of the forge to retrieve an ember. I knew you'd recover the shards if you put your mind to it. But
yeah, I wasn't either, Dark Lord, but everyone was giving me shit, so I was kind of like, okay, fine.
I'm confident I can return the moon seal to its former glory, but I'll have to send you on another errand.
Am I gonna do AMD for Ezra Miller news? It's way too much of a rumor.
For this ritual.
Like, I've been hearing a lot of it, Stuart, but what's there really to say to it?
Right in front of my old cabin.
We're gonna wait for more confirmation before we do that.
Gather that, I'll make the rest of the preparations.
Where does it want me to go? The hell? Got it.
This must be the reagent that Agatha needs to restore the seal. I have found the reagent.
So you have. Let's not waste any more time. For this to work, we'll need the elemental altar. Come with me. This is it, Hunter. Once I've reforged the seal, you can face the final trial. I'm sure Set is eagerly awaiting your arrival.
It has been a long road to reach this point.
Lucky for you, the ritual won't take more than a moment. I just need to say the magic words. Abracadabra.
I wish we were at the end of the game, Zachary. We still got it for like, I think 5 more missions, main missions to do.
To dampen your sense of humor.
Sarah is salty enough for the both of us. I like to keep things in balance. Now, let's get you a moon seal. I just hope Set doesn't mind a bit of refurbishment.
I will find out soon enough.
Just remember, Hunter, the answers we seek are almost within your grasp. Stay the course.
I don't even know how many hours we are in. $31. 31 hours in. I'm 22 at Dying Light. Holy shit, I went crazy on that game the last couple of days. I bought it 3 days ago. And I'm 7 hours into a set. These two I'm working up platinums on right now. Well, I'm only streaming at Dark Lord. I got a feeling it's going to take 2 playthroughs at a minimum, so. Took me 41 hours to beat Persona 5 Strikers. That sounds about right. I have 64 in Far Cry. I was working at Tony Hawk when I got bored. 84 at Ghost of Tsushima. $82 in God of War, 57 in Gotham Knights, 191 in Valhalla. 11 hours played on PlayStation for Destiny 2. I have 1,500 on PC. I played for less than 1 hour of Saints Row. And that was good, apparently. I know I played more than that, but 9 hours of River City Girls, 127 of Royale, 137 of Evil Dead the game, 72 of Riders Republic. I played way more than 14 hours of Strangers of Paradise. Less than an hour played of those. 54 Horizon. 22 of Anno Mutanum. If you got time, this is an amazing game right here, this one. 13 of It Takes Two. Young Souls about 13. That sounds about right. Less than an hour played of Spider-Man? Yeah, that doesn't sound right at all. 419 hours of Assassin's Creed Odyssey? I must have left it on. There is no way I spent 400 hours in Odyssey and only 200 in Valhalla. No way. That had to have been left on. Valhalla has more content than that. There's no way that I spent 400 there and only 200 in Valhalla. Or my Valhalla number's way low. Not yet, Bernadette. I thought about doing it for this whole Assassin's Creed thing, but that's
I
it.
should come back another night.
All right, we're at the nighttime now. Do you know of any scary co-op games? Because I'm game to do them, but the closest thing we have is Dying Light 2. All right, so instead of getting involved in another thing, because my buddies are going to be here in about 45 minutes to play board games, I'm going to call it there, guys. I will be back on Friday, maybe Thursday if I'm dead. We're going to snowboarding on Wednesday, so if I'm completely dead, I'll be back on Thursday because I'm trying to kill time. But otherwise, I'll be back on Friday. Ugh. But I appreciate all of you guys being here today. Yeah, we got board game days on Sundays. That's why I had to go live earlier, because we do board games on Sunday nights. Last week I couldn't stream because I forgot about that. This week I didn't want that to be a thing. Can we play board games? Sure, if you can come on over, Undead. It's cool. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I will see you. Last of Us does have multiplayer? I know, but it's a competitive multiplayer, not a scary one. Like, seriously, if anybody has co-op scary games, I can get people to play those. I'm down. But, all right, guys, I will see you next week. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Let's do this again, okay? Hopefully we'll get Midnight Suns at least to the end of the game in that time. Oh, wait, before we go, what is this? Are they selling costumes? I wanted to see this. Oh, shit, it's on sale. Who said they were going to buy it when it was on sale? Because it's on sale. I have that skin, don't I? Huh, all right. Yeah, I thought I had all this stuff. All right, guys, I'll see you next time.